So obviously you've taken over a new position group. Obviously it didn't exist with the previous staff. What have you kind of seen growth-wise in these first 4 or 5 days of camp?
A lot. So I'm excited to see where these guys are coming. You know, I think our older guys, our vets, have really adapted well to how we want to play this defense. And then to see the growth from some of our younger guys, you know, the Seth Colemans, the Ezekiel Holmes, you know, those guys right now from spring to now have taken big steps and are doing really well. So we're excited about where they're going. There's a lot of fun. You know, we feature them different ways, which they always like to take advantage of. So it's great. It's been great.
What areas have you really seen guys like Ezekiel Holmes and Seth Coleman develop in the last couple of days?
You know, just in our strength room with Tank Wright and crew, they've gotten so much stronger and bigger, and it shows up on the field. They're playing with more confidence. Their understanding of the defensive package itself has grown. So you tie those two things together, confidence and intelligence, and you're usually going to have a pretty good combination.
Coach B spoke a lot at media days about how impressed he's been with Owen Carney and his work ethic. Can you kind of speak to that a little bit too now that you've had a couple days in training camp with him?
Yeah, no, Owen's he's the consummate professional. You know, he's always doing things the right way as far as taking care of his body, what he eats, what he puts into it, and then how he goes out and performs on the field. You know, he takes everything personal. He wants to get better every play. If I don't have ways to get him better, he's looking at me sideways. You know, so he wants to be great, and he has a drive to be great, and it's filtering down to the rest of the team, I think.
Isaiah Gay, someone who's really young but has been here for a while in terms of his actual age. Where has he kind of grown in the last couple of days?
You know, just from a maturity standpoint, from a physical standpoint, he's continued to take leaps and bounds over the course of the last 6 months that I've been here. You know, I think Isaiah has great tangibles that he needs to use and be able to utilize. And so far, he keeps stacking days, and we'll see where it goes from here.
What have you learned about Ezekiel? I mean, the guy's been around for a little bit. What's he bring to that room? What kind of traits does he have, and what are your impressions of him?
Yeah, Zeke's a great kid. You know, he's got a great attitude. He's got a great personality. So he's allowing us to provide depth right now. You know, so that's the big thing that we need in our room is, you know, we got guys that are older, guys that have played a lot of football, and we need to develop these younger guys. So, like I said earlier, the transition from spring to now, you've already in 1 week you've seen that big jump, which has been good.
And then Shaman was an addition to the room. What went into that? What do you like about how he fits that?
You know, I think it's something where we had a lot of bodies on our team right now. We're just trying to find ways to get some of our best players on the field. And I think in the position that we got him in right now, it's going to feature him on the edge and do some different things. And you know, he was a highly recruited kid out of high school, and there's a reason why. You know, he's got some tools and some talent, and we're trying to find ways to get him onto the field.
It sounds like he's got quite a bit of strength. I mean, imagine at that position, that's a good thing.
Yeah, you know, he's gaining weight, but he's strong for how big he is, and so he's got some pop. Even though over the first 5 practices now, the first 2 with pads, he's been able to lock people out, and you're like, oh wow, you know, because he wasn't in the spring, so it's been good to see that.
Coach Owen talked with us yesterday about how he's sliding into that leadership role. I mean, what have you seen from him in camp, you know, in terms of making teammates better, pushing teammates? Have you seen any of that from him?
Absolutely. I mean, that's been a daily thing for him since we got here. And, you know, he's finding the fine line of when to lead and when to make sure that guys are doing on their own, which is kind of the hard thing to do, you know. You don't want to be the guy that's always telling. At some point, they got to learn what to do. All right, so but he's been doing a great job, and I think guys will continue to do to listen to what he's telling them.
What have you maybe been most pleased with the guys that have made that shift from defensive end to outside linebacker so far?
Just the grasp of the whole package. You know, that we're doing a lot of different things that they haven't done in the past. You know, it's been a traditional 4-down front here, and now that we transitioned to being what we're doing, and I think they're really enjoying how they're playing the game, and it's a new thing for them. It's, you know, they went in, like Owen Carney went into the transfer portal. Well, he pretty much transferred. You know, we got a brand new coaching staff, a brand new system, so it worked out pretty well for him.
You have a couple. I mean, Seth Coleman, another guy, some highly ranked guys before they got here. But just to develop them and get them, it'd be nice to have 2 bookends right now, veterans. But how do you keep those guys up to speed and get them the reps maybe they need to be ready when that time comes?
Well, the vets have gotten a lot of reps. They got a lot of playing experience, which allows us to kind of move Seth and Zeke and some of these younger guys into those roles and get them some reps. And that's where the leadership of Owen and Isaiah have come in to teach them and continue to guide them as they learn the position.
Is there something